Good morning, students. Today is third lecture for private defense. In previous two lectures, which we have uploaded on our YouTube channels, Jurist Academy, the first lecture was part 1, that is related to the introductions part of a self-defense, in which we have discussed that this defense is given by the state, is one of the important defense or right to a human being by the state, because the state cannot have so much machinery to protect a human beings, and this is the most deterrent effect of a private of a defense, that it is still continue. And from the Roman periods, this principle was known as, you can say, principle of dominium. And then even in the period of Justinian in Rome, that this principle is known as vimi vi repellere licet, means you have a right to repel the force by force. So Hobbes made the contributions, used the first time the term self-defense in England, and every jurist, Bentham and other, say that it is one of the important right. And Universal Declarations of Human Rights, Article 12, is also mentioned that a person has right to defend his property, his house. On the basis of this, we have discussed section 96, 97 and 98 in the first lecture, that is the part 1, which the defines section 96. Every person has a defend himself by using his right of a private defense. Section 97 is related to the human body and property. Section 98 of IPC is related, this defense is available against the person even who cannot commit a crime, like person, insane person, intoxicated, child. Yesterday in part 2 lecture, we have discussed section 99 and 100, where there are reasonable restrictions mentioned in section 99 of IPC, and section 100, where this right of defense extend up to the killing of a other person. You have a right to kill a person when this section, under section 100, where there is apprehension of a death or grievous hurt and rape, and this one kidnapping, confinement, so particulars mentioned there. So general defense, this private defense is available, even kidnapping and abducting. Now today we will lectures from sections 101, that is, if a person's case not covered under the specific under sections 100 regarding grievous hurt, kidnapping, rape, if the person it does not mean that person has no private defense at that time. So section 101, बेटा जो हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको सेक्शंस को प्रीलिम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे याद करना होगा, क्योंकि प्रीलिम पॉइंट में जो पेपर सेटर्स होते हैं वो नॉर्मली कौन सी सेक्शंस में क्या है, क्या इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं, क्या उसमें, इस चीज के ऊपर दे गिव मोर स्ट्रेस। और मेन पॉइंट ऑफ पे तुम्हें इंट्रोडक्शंस तुम्हारी स्ट्रांग होनी चाहिए, तुम्हारे को जो है क्वेश्चंस राइटिंग स्किल होनी चाहिए, इस चीज पे ज्यादा स्ट्रेस होता है। So section 101 is related to that. If a person's case not covered under section 100, even then he has a private of a defense to given harms. So section 100 say, if the offense be not of any of the descriptions enumerated in preceding sections, that is section 100, the right of private defense of the body does not extend to voluntarily cause death to the assailant, but does extend under the restrictions mentioned in section 99 के अंदर जो restrictions है वो तो follow होएगी, to the voluntarily causing to the assailant only any harm other than the death. सो डेथ को छोड़ के बाकी जो हार्म्स है, either it may be grievous hurt, it may be simple hurt, or it may be grievous hurt with sharp weapons, 326। अगर उसको इंजरी असैलेंट को मिलती है, एग्रेसर को मिलती है, तो others harms के अंदर तो he is not liable for that. And section 101 is a right of a private defense of body, so will causing harm but not death. So this is the section 101. So in case Yoginder Moraz versus State of Gujarat, Yoginder Moraz versus State of Gujarat, it's AIR 9080 Supreme Court, page 660. In this case, there was a dispute over the payment and the dues claimed by the deceased from the accused in respect of a digging of a well in accused lands. The accused jeep was stopped in the middle of the road by the deceased and others, and deceased party also pelted some stones on the accused. तो पत्थर भी मारे उसके accused के। The accused fired 3 rounds. The question is this, which hit the deceased? क्या accused के पास 3 फायर्स करने का राइट था? इट इज, क्योंकि जो डिफेंस है टू किल ए पर्सन, जिसमें उसकी डेथ हो जाती है डिसीज की, depends upon the facts of the facts. So the Supreme Court said that because उसकी जो जीप थी that is covered, उसको डेथ का कोई इतना भी has no apprehensions. पहले he has to fire in the airs, और अगर फायर भी करना था he should be fire like which hit the leg of the other person, उसमें डेथ नहीं होती. But by firing 3 shoot, So that's why the Supreme Court said he has no right to kill any persons. So इस केस के अंदर he has a no right to extend which is related to the cause of a death. And further, Supreme Court said he should fired one round and waited to see the effect. And when the group attempting to surrounded him before the firing on the next round, हो सकता वो एक फायर करता, वो भाग जाते. So that's why he was liable under section 304 of IPC. Now the next important question is related to section 102 of IPC. When the commencement of your this private defense is start, और ये कब स्टार्ट होता है और कब तक रहता है प्राइवेट डिफेंस. इट्स ए इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. So that was discussed in sections 102. In section 102, it states that right of the private defense of the body commence as soon as a reasonable apprehension of danger of the body arise. जब आपको जो डर है, जब खतरा है, वो स्टार्ट हो जाए भी आपकी बॉडी को, नो इट स्टार्ट दैट मेरी जो बॉडी को खतरा है, वहां से वो स्टार्ट हो जाता है. डेंजर ऑफ द बॉडी राइज फ्रॉम एन अटेम्प्ट टू थ्रेट टू कमिट द ऑफेंस दो द ऑफेंस मे नॉट हैव बीन कमिटेड. चाहे अभी ऑफेंस उसने कमिट नहीं किया, बट आपको डेंजर स्टार्ट हो गया तो एप्रीहेंशन स्टार्ट हो गया एज पर सेक्शन 102 के अंदर. रीजनेबल एप्रीहेंशन है स्टार्ट, और ये कंटिन्यू रहता है. इट इज कंटिन्यू एज पर सेक्शन 102 एज लॉन्ग एज सच एप्रीहेंशन ऑफ ए डेंजर टू द बॉडी कंटिन्यू. तो मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल्स, बाय गिविंग द एग्जांपल मैं आपको समझाता हूं हाउ दिस 100 सेक्शंस 2 इज कवर्ड. कहां से स्टार्ट होएगा और कहां तक चलेगा. यू फॉलो दैट एग्जांपल. सपोज यू आर इन ए हाउस. तो उस हाउस को मॉब ने चारों तरफ से कवर कर लिया, और आप, देयर इज ए लॉन बियॉन्ड योर हाउस. एक दीवार है, इट्स 7-8 फीट, और बाहर जो लोग खड़े हैं. तो आपने ऊपर से देखा द पर्सन्स हैव ए डेडली वेपन्स. स्वॉर्ड्स है उनके पास, मॉब है, और लाठीज हैं. सो द क्वेश्चन इज व्हेन योर प्राइवेट ऑफ डिफेंस स्टार्ट्स अंडर सेक्शन 102. अगर अभी वो बाहर स्लोगन्स यूज कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. व्हेन एनी पर्सन स्केल्स योर वॉल, सपोज 2 आदमी वॉल के ऊपर चढ़ गए with a sword and one person entered into your house. तो reasonable apprehension of dangers now start. So you fired. Your case will be covered under this part. But जब आपने फायर किया, जो दूसरा पर्सन था वो वापस दीवार से कूदकर बाहर जाने लगे, और बाहर मॉब है, और आपके फायर से वो लोग भी चलने स्टार्ट हो गए, और जो पर्सन था वो दीवार फांद के वापस दूसरी तरफ चला गया. तो आपने उसको भी फायर कर दिया सपोज. तो वो सेकंड वाला जो persons है that is not covered in your general defense, this private defense, because private defense did not allow to chasing you. वो आपको सिर्फ एक डिफेंस देता है इमीडिएट डेंजर से आपको सेव करने के लिए. So in that case there will be a no defense. And जो डेंजर है that must be present or real apparent, or it is continue जब तक वो डेंजर अब जब नहीं रहता then it stop. So this is the section 102. So section 106 is related with that. आपका जो प्राइवेट डिफेंस है, तो ये यहां तक एक्सटेंड किया गया है इफ मॉब के साथ इनोसेंट पर्सन्स है, आप वहां पे भी फायर कर देते हो और बाई चांस उसकी भी डेथ हो जाती है, चाहे ही इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व टू किल यू, ही इज ओनली पार्टिसिपेट, तो आपको जो डिफेंस है वहां तक भी मिलेगा. दिस इज सेक्शन 106 सेट. सो 100 सेक्शन 6 से राइट टू प्राइवेट डिफेंस अगेंस्ट द डेडली असॉल्ट व्हेन देयर इज ए रिस्क ऑफ हार्म ऑफ ए इनोसेंट पर्सन्स. So if, as per section 106, if in the exercise of the right of a private defense against the assault which reasonably causes the apprehension of a death, the defender we so situated that he cannot effectively exercise the right of that right without the risk of harm to an innocent person. तो आपको लगता है अभी वो जो इनोसेंट है उसको भी आप बगैर वो यूज नहीं हो सकता. सो राइट ऑफ प्राइवेट डिफेंस देन एक्सटेंडिंग द रनिंग ऑफ दैट रिस्क. So illustration is mentioned in section 106. So if, as per the illustration, a person is attacked by the mob who attempt to murder him, he cannot effectively exercise his right of a private of a defense without firing the mob. सपोज योर कार, आपको पता अभी सामने फायरिंग स्टार्ट कर दी है, एक्यूज खड़े हैं, आपके पास भी वेपन है, आपकी कार स्टॉप कर दी तो फायर हो गया, तो आपने फायर किया बट इट वाज हु वाज बाईस्टैंडर, ए पर्सन वहां पे खड़ा था, उसको हिट होगी. सो इन दैट केस इवन यू हैव अ राइट, यू आर एक्सक्यूज, यू आर जस्टिफाइड, because this offense is a justifiable offense. So as per the illustrations, firing, if a person is firing on the mob, he cannot fire without the risk of a harming young children who are mingles with the mob. So you commit a no offense if so wo firing the harms to any of the children. So this was the illustration as per given under section 106. So one of the case is Vasant Singh versus State of Punjab. That is 1996 Criminal Law Journal, page 878, Supreme Court. In this case, where there was fight between the two groups, that is Vasant Singh versus State of Punjab. It is related to section 106, where there was a fight between two groups and the accused himself receive the injuries. He shoot at the assailant with his gun, which he however hit an innocent woman bystanders, killing her. The Supreme Court held that the accused had a right to the private defense and hence he was acquitted. So the Basant Singh case is related on the principle also on the mens rea, because you have no guilty mind. You have not intentions to kill that woman. You want to just save yourself. To save that you have used private defense. So that's why, as per section 106, this right even go beyond the who is an innocent person. If is killed by using your private defense, you are not liable. Now we will discuss this defense. We have now discussed up to the body. Now we will discuss this defense on the same as a defense against property. That is known as right of a private defense of property. You know that section 97 of this our IPC part 2 is related to the private defense against the property, and it is further stated in section 97 that's where the offense falling under the definition of a theft, robbery, mischief, criminal trespass. Okay, so then this you can use this defense. So this private defense extending to the both movable and immovable property. So this is on again based on the principle of dominium, where the Romans in Roman law, a person has a karta, jo head of that is known as patre, that he has a right, head of the family has a right to defend himself and the property of. So here the right is also to defend movable and immovable property. So first question is that you must have a possession of a property. Then this right will available. So the question is related to this part. You must have been possession of that. Regarding these possessions, when your possession should be justified by law, and even you are a trespasser, if your possession is admitted and a person has filed a suit in the court, then you have a right to that. So this case was discussed in detail. That is Puran Singh versus State of Punjab, where the Supreme Court has given a guidelines regarding that. So in first Puran Singh versus the important case, Puran Singh versus State of Punjab, the first is trespasser must be in actual physical possession of the property over a sufficiently long period. Secondly, the possession must be in the knowledge of either express or implied. The owner without any concealment, which contains the element of animus possidens. Third one is the process of dispossession of the true owner by the trespasser must be complete and final. Fourth one is one of the usual tests to determine and settle possession of the true owner by the trespasser in the case of cultivate land would be whether any crop has been grown on the land. If the crop has been grown, even the true owner has to destroy the crop grown by the trespasser. So in case Lakhan Tiwari versus State of Bihar, so it is a question of how you can dispossess, how the right is available. In this case, the complainant had a title and lawful possession of the disputed land, which was transferred to him by registered document. तो उसके पास टाइटल था और उसको पोजेशन भी ट्रांसफर हो गया था बाय रजिस्टर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट. बट जो क्यूज था, he was cultivate a land as a manager or the agent of the accused. So he was a just agent and transfer has been to this accused. So जो complainant था उसके पास title भी था. So he could not claim the possession of the said land in his own independent right as against the complainant. So consequently, Supreme Court held that accused has no right. So under this, you can defend only when you have a right. So the right of the private defense is available to the occupier and not to the true owners. So it depends upon the facts to facts. And similarly, if a person right of the private defense of the property is also against criminal trespass. So criminal trespass defined under section 441 of our IPC, where a person is entering the property in possessions of another with intent to commit any offense or to intimidate, insult or annoy any person in possession of a such property. So then it will be considered as a criminal trespass. So in case Munshi Ram versus Delhi administration, the accused was in possession of the evacuant. Accused के पास possession था land का. The land was sold in a public auction to the company and to this complainant, and a certificate of sale was issued. But the delivery of land itself could be taken only as per certain procedure. अभी उसका possession जो उसने लेना था, that has to be some procedure laid down in a law. जब भी एक एजेक्टमेंट पिटीशंस के अंदर या कोर्ट जब भी कोई पोजेशंस का इशू करती है, देयर इज सम प्रोसीजर टू प्रोवाइड द पुलिस हेल्प एंड अदर. बट जो कंप्लेनेंट था, ही हैज टेकन ए पोजेशंस इलीगली. सो द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हेल्ड द एक्ट ऑफ द कंप्लेनेंट अमाउंट टू ट्रेसपास and the accused has a right of a private defense of a property, even though the accused जो complainant था उसको land उसने auctions में ली थी, ठीक है, और some procedure has been adopted still to take the possessions. And similarly, Hukam Singh versus State of Uttar Pradesh, Supreme Court held that a persons committing criminal trespass upon the land of another has to abide by the direction of the owner and to go back. If he instead of retreating, resorts to violence, he has to face the consequences thereof. And owner has a right to use reasonable force against him. The right of a private defense of a property against criminal trespass continue till the accused leaves the property. So it is also used against regarding theft, property. So section 103 is the important section as section 100. In section 100, we have a right of a person, right of a private defense is even go extend to kill a person. So similarly, section 100, 103, where persons can, by using this right, to go to the extent to kill another person. So that is available only in cases of a robbery. So you have to remember these points important for the preliminary point of view. Or sometime if under what extent the right of property is available, so you have to remember and explain them. So the first point is a robbery. Second, house breaking at night. Number 3, mischief committed by any building, tents or vessel used for human dwelling, जहाँ पे आदमी रहता हो, not it is a store or godowns. Number 4, theft, mischief, house trespass under such circumstances which a reasonable cause of a apprehension of a death or grievous hurt. So in such cases के अंदर you have a right of a private defense even up to death. So section 103 say whatever the restrictions mentioned in the section 99 that must be followed, and if the offense is committing of which or attempting to commit which occasion the exercise of the right of an offense, any of the descriptions mentioned here, that's a robbery, house breaking, mischief, and the theft, mischief by considering grievous hurt and that. So under these conditions this is available. So section 104 is as same as section 101. It may also cause to the harm if the case is not covered under section 103. So one case, Natha Singh versus State of Madras. The accused party was in possession of a land, and the complainant party tried to forcefully harvest and take away the crop. Since the complainant party was not in possession, not armed with any deadly weapons, and there could not have been any fear of a death or a grievous hurt, so it was held that section 104 of the private of a defense property of the accused extend only to the extent of causing harm other than the death. So this case will be covered only under section 104 and not that, because वहाँ पे उसको कोई harms नहीं है regarding the death part. So section 105 is related to the commencement and continue right of the private defense of the property. कब start हो जाता है, कब, जैसे we have already discussed in the part of a body. So no, we will discuss regarding section 105 is right against the up to the property. So as per section 105, it is a reasonable apprehension of a danger of the property commence, then this right has start. So it start when the reasonable danger of the property commence as per section 105, this right of his start. It continue regarding theft, it continue till the funder has effected this retreat with the property either assistance of the public authority. तो जब तक पब्लिक अथॉरिटी नहीं कोई वो करती तब तक इट्स ए कंटिन्यू. एंड रिगार्डिंग द राइट ऑफ दिस कंटिन्यू अगेंस्ट द रॉबरी व्हेन द थ्रेट इज कंटिन्यू. And right of a private defense against criminal trespass continue as the offender continue in the commission of a criminal trespass or mischief. So right of this against this is continue long as which has been begun the house breakings. So this part of a private defense. Now we will discuss one of the important case, that is Darshan Singh versus State of Punjab. That is the case of 2010, where the Supreme Court has given a guidelines. So Supreme Court has specifically issued the guidelines. So we will discuss that guidelines. In this case, regarding here, that is the important guidelines. So you note down that guidelines. I will tell you one by one, and that are the important guidelines of this case, where we will discuss for that part. Now write down that guidelines in important that is the Darshan Singh versus State of Punjab. In that case, there are 10 guidelines. The case, you write down that case, Darshan Singh versus State of Punjab. In this case, there is an injury because Darshan Singh think that because they are the close relations, and one of their uncle came with a gandasa. He think that our brother or that he will kill his father. So by threatening, by apprehension of that, he gave a fire, and by in that case Supreme Court has given these guidelines. So the site this is a of 2010 in the year this case was decided. So the first important point was discussed by the Supreme Court. Now write down this important point. First point, because this is the most important case, and the guidelines were whenever you decide any case of a private defense, you can mention these guidelines. First one is self-preservation is the basic human instinct. Supreme Court said self-preservation of a basic human instinct and is duly recognized by the criminal jurisprudence in the all civilized country. Second, the right of private defense available only who is suddenly confronted. So it's important, तभी ये available है अगर आप suddenly confront हो गए. अगर आपको पता है भी तो आप you can have approach to the police authority and others. So this is the important point. Third one is a reasonable apprehension is enough to put a right of self-defense. आपको एक reasonable apprehension है, that is enough. Number 4, the right of private defense commence as soon as reasonable apprehension arises. आपको रीजनेबल एप्रीहेंशन अराइज हो गया तो राइट ऑफ डिफेंस आपका स्टार्ट हो गया. Fifth one, it is unrealistic to expect a person under assault to modulate his defense step by step with any arithmetic calculations. So जब आपका assault स्टार्ट हो गया तो आप ये नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते भी ये करेगा वो करेगा. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द फैक्ट्स टू फैक्ट्स. उसने अपने स्टाइल से वो फॉलो करना है. सो इन दर्शन सिंह केस, नेक्स्ट इज प्राइवेट डिफेंस, द फोर्स यूज्ड बाय द अक्यूज्ड, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, ought not to be wholly disproportionate of much greater than necessary for protection of the person or the property. Seventh, it is settled that even the accused does not plead self-defense. It is open to consider such plea if same arises from the material on the record. तो अगर अक्यूज ने डिफेंस नहीं लिया तो भी जो कोर्ट है उसके डिफेंस को कंसीडर करेगी इफ इट इज कम इनटू द क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशंस. Even it's the basic principle that if a person who has taken the defense, he will take the defense burden of proof on him. He will prove that because the person who alleged, he will prove. So if he has taken the defense, he will prove. But on the contrary, this private defense, even he has not plead, even he has taken another defense, that is plea of alibi. If his plea of alibi has been failed, and from the cross examination it comes the case of a self defense, the court will believe that. It go to this extent. So that's why Supreme Court has given this guideline, 7th guidelines regarding in this case. And 8th one is that the accused need not prove the existence of a right of a private defense beyond any reasonable doubt. तो उसको जरूरत नहीं है प्राइवेट डिफेंस कोई रीजनेबल डाउट. ही हैज टू ओनली हिट द प्रोसिक्यूशंस वर्शंस टू क्रिएट ए डाउट. सो 9th one is the Indian Penal Code confer the right of private defense only when the unlawful or wrongful act is an offense. So तभी ये राइट देता है. And the last, a person who is in an imminent and reasonable dangers to losing his life or limbs may, in exercise of self or defense, inflict any harm, even extending to death on his assailant, either when the assault is attempt or directly threatened. So these 10 guidelines, 10 principle has been given in the Darshan Singh case, and it is explained very excellent case where the definitions of, in this case by Justice Bhandari, has mentioned regarding this part, and that it is a, while when we're defining the defense and detailed discussion has been made and laid down the foundations of these principles. So today with this part of private defense is complete. Tomorrow we will start a next topic, that is offense against property. Thank you.